Hello there. Welcome to our next edition of Let's Talk. Let's Talk is focused on improving your vocabulary. Why use 10 or more words where a single one would do? And believe me, you don't need to use bombastic or high sounding words. You just need to use words that really fit or like pretty straightforward words which actually do the work of like showing you in a very positive light when it comes to using vocabulary. Last edition we saw the use of the word spect, which essentially has its roots in the word see. Spectacle, spectator, retrospect, introspect, those are some of the words that we saw last time. Right now let's look at a more interesting word which essentially is about the other. Alter has its roots in Latin, which essentially means the other. The moment you heard alter, I'm sure you either thought of alternate or alternative or an alternator. Don't worry, we'll get to those words and more. Let's look at some words and understand how does the word root feature in these. Altruism, essentially it's about thinking about others, for the benefit of others, doing something for the sake of others. So here the other root is very clearly brought forward. Altruism. Alteration, essentially a change. You're changing this to other forms. That's alteration for you. Altercation is essentially means a noisy quarrel or a dispute. And why does that happen? Because you have other views than the person with whom you're quarreling with. Alternate, essentially go to the other one. You're skipping one in between. That's alternate. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They're alternate days. An alternative then is essentially a substitute or something that can take the place of the other choice. I've seen alternate and alternative being used interchangeably, which is pretty wrong. So I've tried my best to let people know the real difference, but now you know better. Alternate is essentially where you skip one. Alternative essentially stands for a substitute or a placeholder or what you can use in lieu of the other. Alter ego, the other self that you got. Unaltered, that means unchanged. There's no other form here. An alternator that produces, alternating current, which has got both cycles, the positive cycle and the other, the negative cycle. So what we commonly refer to as AC in our day-to-day life. Falter is essentially shakeable. That means it's not standing ground, like shaking, changeable, not really steadfast. So that's actually falter. And this also seems to have an old Norse root in it, falstrak, which means to be puzzled or to hesitate. Alterability, which means definitely you got it right, changeability. So let's just go through these 10 words real quick again. Just glancing at these words now, I'm sure you understand how the word root of alter is coming into play. Let's go through these quickly now. Altruism, for the benefit of others. Alteration essentially is about a conversion, changing to other form. Altercation, a noisy quarrel, happens because you have other ideas or other views. Alternate is where you're skipping one. An alternative is something that can stand in place, the other choice. Alter ego is about your other self. And unaltered is about unchanged. Alternator is a generator that actually produces alternating current, the positive and its counterpart, the other negative counterpart, the negative cycles. Falter, essentially shakeable, changing to other, not holding stance. And alterability is about changeability. So I'm sure now, once you know that these all come from the same root, you're going to figure out wherever these words occur and Any other alter related words that you come across, you'll be sure to give it a good try to understand. Does it have anything to do with the word other? Hope you enjoyed this session. We'll meet soon with the next word.